Hello and welcome to Project Vayner episode 46, the documentation of my journey as a content creator towards getting a job at Vayner Media in New York City. I haven't showed you the dashboard in a couple of episodes, so let's start off with going right into the dashboard. So shoutout of the week goes to Boone Loves Video, or Bone Loves Video. He speaks about video editing and he's both personal, straightforward and easy to understand. I really like the approach in his videos. I know I learned the rotor brush technique from him, for example. So I will link his channel down in the video description below. And if you look at the metrics for monetization on the channel, we have 4 new subscribers since the last week and the watch time is a couple of hours more. So let's talk about 4-point lighting. I talked about this in the last episode, but I wanted to show you how it actually looks. And this is actually the first time that I'm using this exact setup. So first we have the key light over here that is focused on my face, and the goal with that light is to have a bright, warm light on the subject, which in this case is me. And then over on the other side of the camera we have the fill light over here, and the goal with that light is to basically light up the dark parts of the image. So you don't want to have the fill light too bright, as I said in the last episode, because you can get double shadows and you don't want that. I have a LED light as a key light and a softbox as a fill light, but I can see now that the softbox is almost stronger than the LED light, but I think it works okay. And then we have the third light, which is the backlight, and the goal with that light is to light me up from behind, so you can create the distance from the foreground, which is me, and the background, and also to create the contours around me. So for example, if I didn't have that light, and that's the light on the table right there, hardly used for this setup, but also just to have a light on the desk when I'm working at the desk. So if I didn't have that light on the desk, it will maybe be hard to see, for example, the difference on color on my shirt and the screen. Because it's so similar, but now when you have that light you can hopefully see some contours here around my shoulder. As I said before, the light over here is the first time I'm using it, so I don't know how strong it actually is. Maybe I need to have a stronger light for my next episode. So the lights that I mentioned so far, the key light, the fill light and the backlight, together creates the 3-point lighting. And to get the 4-point lighting you add another light, which is the background light. And in my case it's the blue light behind the computer. So the purpose of the backlight or the background light is to set the tone on the image and to light up the background. And I have a blue light behind the computer because it creates a good color contrast to the more yellow-orange light on my face. And it's also on the opposite side of the color wheel. Usually the colors that are on the opposite sides of the color wheel works very well together, so that's why you might have heard about the teal and orange effect, because a lot of times you try to create a more orange skin tone and then you complement that with the teal color that is on the opposite side. So that's the 4-point lighting. I hope you liked this video and that you got some value from it. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So see you guys. And then on the other side of the camera we have the fill light, and the goal with, and then on the other side of the camera we have the fill light over here, and that go. Hello.